The King are here. NFL season is in full swing, which means what? Madden NFL football predictions are back. And officially, with the wrap-up of the NFL season opener between the Kansas City Chiefs versus the New England Patriots, Madden is officially 0-1. That's right. Madden predicted Kansas City would lose to New England 13-40. Well, real life had a different story, with New England losing by 15 points, and Kansas City started the season 1-0 at 42-27 is your final. So Madden, unlike last year where you ended on a high note, you start the season off on a low note. But you have time to redeem yourself. You have this week the game of the week, the New York Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys. And what a story does it tell. I mean, one, it gives you one of the biggest rivalries in the NFC East. Well, all four teams against each other are big rivals, but nothing more, at least in recent years for sure, with the Cowboys and the Giants going head-to-head. And one of the big stories coming out of this game, boom, Ezekiel Elliott. His 6-game suspension was upheld, but all thanks to Labor Day weekend, he gets to play this Sunday. The real question becomes, will the courts decide, hey, he will suspend his suspension, or, you know what, we're going to uphold his suspension and he has to serve it. But if he goes to court, then you know what, we'll see what happens. And the real question becomes, what do the Cowboys do in week 2? Because without Zeke, what? Are they really that terrible of a team? I don't think so. I really think it came down to the quarterback. And since 2 years ago, 2015, they did not have a decent backup quarterback when Tony Romo went down. And now with Dak Prescott, he's more or less, he's the starter now. He was the answer, apparently. And, well, we'll see how he does if Zeke's suspension is upheld. But anyways, let's move on just a bit. We have a lot of games in store for week 1. I mean, well, one of the other big news for week 1 is that there's already 2 teams that will have a bye, all thanks to a natural disaster called Hurricane Irma. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins were supposed to play each other in Miami, but thanks to the hurricane coming this weekend, just like Hurricane Harvey a few weeks ago hitting Houston and the Texas area, the NFL decided to say, hey, since you 2 teams have a bye week in week 11, we'll give you a bye this week, and you 2 teams, let's play 16 straight games. So this ain't the first time though that a team has played 16 straight games. I mean, back between 99 and 2002, or 2001, I should say, those 3 seasons, when the NFL only had 31 teams, thanks to the Browns, the Browns coming back from inactivity, there was at least one team that had a bye every week. So that was kind of bull. And now these 2 teams, instead of saying, hey, go play at a neutral site, so let's just take our bye, let's just take a rest, recoup, hope for the best, because we don't want to see the same shit happen in Florida that we saw in Houston and Texas area. But it's what, the 25th anniversary of Hurricane Andrew that hit Florida, so deja vu maybe, hopefully not. But those 2 teams, hopefully they have a couple Thursday night games, so they have an extra 10 days to have off sometime during the week. But it's one of the things you don't think of too much about this about the weather and how severe it can get. Because, you know, you don't see it that often, at least during football season.
19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake
But
your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
We move on to some other big games that are happening this weekend. Unfortunately, that game will not be played, but we will see that game be made up in Week 11, like I said. And hopefully, I mean, Miami, a playoff team from last year, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers are trying to become a playoff team. Not a big surprise. My pick, unfortunately, to make it to the Super Bowl, to win the South, and so on and so forth. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Playing 16 straight weeks is hard, and I really wish the NFL, you know, did something with their bye weeks. You know, it's not that hard. This is probably the first time, but it won't be the last time I complain about bye weeks in the NFL.
Fundamental football.
But let's look at some of the other big games that are happening this weekend. I mean, season kicked off with a bang. Defending Super Bowl champions losing to the Kansas City Chiefs by 15 points. And who knows? Maybe that's their only loss this year and the Patriots repeat. But other big games this weekend. Arizona, Detroit, couple playoff teams from Detroit playoff teams 2 of the last 3 years. In Arizona, same thing. Who's going to get off to fast start? We got Green Bay, Seattle, potential NFC championship game. Just potential NFC championship game preview. Well, not saying the Jets and Buffalo aren't a thriller to watch, but who knows who's going to end up at the bottom of the East this year. Atlanta, Chicago. Oof. You would think that would be a sure win for Atlanta, but who knows? They blew a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl. We move on. We got Minnesota, New Orleans, Monday night. Adrian Peterson taking on his whole old team. We have the Los Angeles Chargers making their debut at Denver, also Monday night, since we've had the co-op Monday night games for the last, seems like 10 years now, probably 7 or 8. I'm not sure how long that's been going on. But we also got Oakland, Tennessee. That's going to be a good one, I think. Potential playoff teams, divisional champions. But we'll see. Who else do we have? Pittsburgh, Cleveland, San Francisco, Carolina, Washington, Philly. Bunch of good games going on week 1. Not a big disappointment, but not much to talk about. I mean, we also have the Michael Bennett situation. Wait. Oh, there goes Zeke. He's at 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. The Michael Bennett situation, I don't know if I really want to dive into that much. I mean, that's just crazy what he claims and what the police say. I'm not going to touch that now at the moment. Once more develops and so forth, maybe. But it's he said, she said type thing. And I just hope everything gets worked out between the two. But the real question becomes now, how many people will not stand for the national anthem? And I really feel that people who are kneeling and the people that seen them kneel or sit and so forth are losing. Why are they not standing?
Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
Their motive. So I don't know. I'll get to that maybe another time. We move on. I know it's kind of fast, kind of quick, but I mean, this year trying to do a shorter version than I did last year. What we got? We already have New York's up 20-7 in this game, and they're trying a field goal attempt. But the one thing I will keep are my picks of the week, which is I'll pick 3 games. One that will be, I believe, is a lock. One that I believe is an upset, and this game that is airing right now, that I'm showing right now. So the 3 games I'm picking will be Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Denver versus the Los Angeles Chargers, and the New York Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys. So out of those, my lock is Pittsburgh versus Cleveland, or well, Pittsburgh over Cleveland, especially now with the number 1 pick out at the beginning of the season, Myles Garrett. Just Cleveland's luck, But Pittsburgh over Cleveland is my lock. My upset, if you want to consider an upset, is the LA Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers over Denver, with Brock Osweiler now on the bench. So crazy how that all worked out. Back up, wins the Super Bowl. Decides not to re-sign with Denver. Goes on and signs this huge deal with Houston. Sucks at Houston. Gets traded to Cleveland, and Cleveland's like, we don't want you either. Cut him, and it's like, okay, 1-year deal with Denver. And I'm pretty sure that guy will start a game for the Broncos. But we move on to this game then. I mean, we'll see what Madden thinks, but between New York and Dallas, at the moment, Dallas is up 29-7. I think they still got to kick an extra point. There we go. I got to go with New York. The Giants are my pick for this game. I just feel like the Cowboys will regress just a hair this year. Not because of potential suspension does, but that more teams will understand how they're playing and so on and so forth. So, only time will It's going to be tough to see how this game may turn out. Oh, they're going for another field goal attempt. Not much time. 3 minutes left in the game. The Giants just went up 33-7 in this game. Cowboys at home. I think it was 2 years ago when the Cowboys finally beat the Giants at home. 2 or maybe 3 years ago, but it's funny. Like the Cowboys they won all the games against the Giants at their new stadium, and vice versa. The Giants have won all against the Cowboys at their stadium since they opened up. But. What we got here? We got the beginning of the fourth quarter. Cowboys 2nd and 8. Oh, Dak makes. Oh, hands off to Elliott. Elliott's at the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown. Ooh, plenty of time. This game isn't over yet. Funny thing is, yes, we will see Zeke this Sunday. But the question, like I said before, the question becomes how often or how much more will we see Zeke this year? Will he fight? Which, I don't know. If he takes this suspension to court, I think that's a bad thing. Mainly because if he still loses and it's a week 15, 16, he'll have to miss the playoffs if the Cowboys are in playoff contention, which they're hoping to be. I say Zeke. Jerry Jones, just take your lumps and just take the suspension. Get it done over with. You did something, allegedly, this past offseason. Or I should say a year ago. And there's stuff happened. You're linked to it, no matter what. Okay?
Slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go
and the commissioner has the power to decide, hey, you did something wrong, you need to be punished. Here's your punishment. Take it or leave it. Or just say, hey, I'm done with the NFL. And I don't think that's happening. But in my mind, in my best opinion, Ezekiel Elliott should just serve his suspension. Stop fighting it. Brady lost after a year. He had to serve his 4 games, and what happened? They won the Super Bowl that year. Okay? Maybe if you take your suspension, you guys will finally win another Super Bowl. So, who knows? Okay, where are we at this game? Dallas, Prescott, playing time, touchdown, Cowboys. Ooh. It's what, 20 to 33, down by 13. 4:48 left in the game. If they make the extra point, They're only down by 11. Cowboys still have a chance. Not a good one, but they still have a chance in this one. Let's see. There's a few highlights, but yeah, cheer, cheer. Here comes the extra point. The snap, the place, the kick is up, and it's good. So it's 33-21. Cowboys still have a chance, but not much time with 4:48 left. So here we go. Where are we at now? Not much time. Yeah, talking strategy. McAfee. Where are we at? 4th and 3. Minute 17. Game is on the line right here. They're at their own 42. Dak's under center. Takes the snap, hands the ball off, and stop. I believe the Cowboys have 2 timeouts, but that's not going to do much for them. And I think that is the game. Wow, Zeke Elliott just could not deliver on 4th and 3. There's the handoff, and there's the stop. Wow. Zeke. Oh, was that Jason Wynn that couldn't block him? Get his block? Wow. Time is ticking away. Yes, that will do it. The Giants come to the line. Go on your center. Eli's on your center. Takes a snap, take the knee. That will do it. And the Giants, Madden predicts the Giants will win 33-21. And like I said, my pick, I think the Giants will win this one. I think it'll be a close game as well. This will be back and forth, maybe overtime. Hopefully not one of those. Hopefully it's not in the tie, thanks to the new overtime rules, which I'll get to when we see a tie. And just you wait. But anyways, Dallas gets the W, 33-21. Madden, you're off to a bad start, 0-1. Let's hope you can rebound and break even after week 1. So until next time, this is the King saying to all you football fans, good luck and have fun for the opening. For football is back. Root for your favorite team. Mine, Packers. Go Pack Go. And hopefully see you next week. So Madden, one last shout out. Pick the Giants over the Cowboys, 33-21, but we all saw what happened in week 1, so let's hope the computer can bounce back. So until next time, see ya.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.